Now on 24-Hour News 8.
He's a man on a mission dedicated to telling the stories of the remaining World War I veterans.
Live from West Michigan's news leader, this is 24-Hour News 8.
With their numbers down to the single digits, a West Michigan photographer is on a mission to capture the images of America's living World War I veterans. Now his project is getting a national audience. 24-Hour News 8's Stan Bewley is here with the story of a man focused on our oldest veterans. Stan.
And what started as one man's goal to photograph our nation's veterans turned into a cross-country journey, searching for the oldest survivors of a war fought nearly a century ago. Images of a life long lived. Images of those who served their country, sometimes two. Fighters in a war that was said to end all wars. Centurions posing for history. Captured on film by a man with West Michigan in his heart.
It's about honor for the veterans. They need all the honor they get. It's not just one or two holidays a year. They deserve honor every day of the year.
David DeJonge's quest is to photograph the surviving veterans of World War I. Since January, he's logged 17,000 miles and snapped 50,000 pictures.
Frank is incredible. He's incredibly sharp.
Most recently to the mountains of West Virginia, where a crew from NBC News documented the portrait of Frank Buckles.
Frank was in World War I and then in World War II became a prisoner of war.
To date, Dave has photographed 9 veterans. 4 have since died. By his count, there are another 4 remaining who served under the red, white, and blue. Dr. Barry McAlpine isn't a World War I vet, but he was one of the first to set for Dave 10 years ago. The project, he says, is a fitting tribute.
People go to their grave having defended this country with all kinds of stories to tell, and no one cares. So when someone like Dave DeJonge does features and cares, I think that means a lot to people.
Dave appreciates the sentiment, but says the focus shouldn't be on him. Instead, he wants the spotlight to shine on these forgotten soldiers. DeJonge hopes to have his portraits displayed in a museum or published in a book. And you can watch his story tomorrow night on NBC Nightly News with Brian Williams at 6:30. Rachel?